What is up, everybody? My name is Dane Thompson. Welcome back to another episode of Burndown. So we are still on the road to Rocky Mountain Race Week, messing with the Malibu, trying to get it done sooner than later, so that way we can take a car with confidence instead of work on it the day before we haul it all the way across country and hope for the best, right? So today what we're gonna do, I just got the thing running. If you watch previous episodes, we got coilovers on, the thing's looking good, it's running, driving. Well, I've always had issues with this brake master cylinder ever since I put it in. It really wasn't an issue for kind of what I was doing with the car. Now that we'll be driving it around, I'm gonna have a little trailer, we're gonna be up in the Rocky Mountains. I need to stop and I need to have confidence in the braking system, which right now I kind of do not. The other thing we have an issue with is the radiator is getting a little warm. We are on our way to Champion Cooling Systems. So they were kind enough to give me a core and some fans and stuff. So we're gonna do a mock-up, I think, on that today. I ordered the master cylinder. That won't be here in time to play with brakes, but we gotta get that done as well. And for everybody wondering when I'm gonna go make test hits and run it, because my buddies over here asking yesterday, well, I looked at all my safety equipment. So both of my belts expired and my helmet's expired. So I reached out to DJ Safety. They've got me covered, but things, you know, it's not overnight. It still takes a little bit of time. So we got to revamp all the stuff that's in there anyway, as far as cooling and braking. And then hopefully the safety comes in all at the same time. We come together like Voltron, and then we can do a little testing. I'd like to get some testing before we leave, at least, so I kind of have an idea what the car will do and is capable of. And on top of that, before we do any of that, we still need to go to KP Fab and Tune, throw this thing on the rollers, and get the top end of the tune lined out anyway. So we still have tons to do. I'll put the number of days on the screen. I'm not sure, but I know it's less than a month away. So we got X amount of days left. So we're gonna flip this thing around, pull the radiator out of it, and then get to mocking that up. And then hopefully we can get something back to them this coming week, and then we'll get rolling. So then after that, when the brake master cylinder comes in, we'll tackle that too. But today is gonna be about mock-up on the Champion radiator. So let's turn it around and let's pull this thing apart. Let's get cracking. Okay, we cleaned up a bit. Figured I'd give you guys a look at the parts Champion sent me home with. So we have, this is the core that I'm going to be installing in the boom. This is actually a thick piece of foam to simulate the shroud. I've got a new catch can that we'll install as well. And then I got two 12-inch fans. So essentially we're going to put this on the radiator and then kind of put the fans tentatively against those, or against this, and that'll give me, you know, offset. And then what I'll end up doing is getting a piece of cardboard and then putting the fans there and then outlining them for the holes that are going to be cut in the custom shroud. So they're still going to make me a shroud, and then if I need this modified at all, this will actually get modified to my specs. So what I'm really hoping is on my other radiator, I put it coming out the side. I'm hoping that this is up high enough, instead of being down here, that it actually clears the hot side and we don't have to mess with this. Or maybe we just move it up a little bit or whatever. We'll see how we go. So let's get cracking. All right, so we've got this out. Looks like I've got plenty of room. We're gonna find out though. So this is the old one, and again, the other video I stated, because I put the fan here and I put it up high, this basically, you can see where it comes through there. I got about 4 inches or so. This becomes dead space when I'm driving. So when I'm parked or moving slow and the fan can pull the CFM, it's pulling through the whole radiator. But when I'm moving forward, basically this is all dead space. And now that majority of this is covered by the intercooler, I don't think I'm getting the flow that we need. And then width-wise, this thing is short, so you have to put these little extensions on it to get it to mount up. So the new one is shorter, but it's wider. So hopefully it'll work out better, and we'll have more fan coverage and all that stuff. So normally on like a nice build, if you have a piece like this that's all polished, you want to protect it. So tape works great for that, and I put it on all the polished surfaces. Typically, I would not do this on the Malibu, and we would already be banging this thing up and trying to throw it in there, but I'd like to make this thing stay as nice as possible, considering that they are supporting and helping me. So I'm sure they want to put their best foot forward. So we did that. And the other thing I did is I taped the foam piece to simulate the shroud, and then we got cardboard on both sides, so I can't really bang the fins or nothing up too bad. So that is it. We'll try to kind of fit this in there. I'll show you guys how it goes, what we kind of come up with, how it looks, and hopefully we have enough room to make this thing work. And I'm really hoping that that guy is tall enough, because that would be killer. All right, we got our handy dandy tape holding us in place. We got the jack, but we've got a lot of room, so I've shifted it this way a bit more. Yeah, we'll have to double check, because I don't want it rubbing and bouncing on any of that stuff. It shouldn't, but I want to give this as much air as possible, and then we'll leave this open. At a certain point, I'll actually build a little flap that comes off and then kind of ducts the air or guides it into here. So we are, like I said, a little offset this way, but ultimately this thing, it fits like a glove. And check this out. So these don't have the motors built into the fan, so that they have, because it's always an issue of room, right? So if you look, essentially it's this portion of the fan minus the motor, so that's a lot of room when you're dealing with under the hood clearance to water pumps and fun stuff. Get a better handle of this before I drop it on the ground. But yeah, we can literally put this anywhere. Even if I put it right in the center, if I had this centered, I still have a ton of clearance. I mean, that other fan was right on the edge of this, so we are good to go. So whatever they want to do with the shroud, I mean, we've got plenty of room. We're still way off the hot side, so that is exciting. So literally he could just center these or put them best where they go. And then yeah, I've got plenty of room from the hot side and all that stuff, so that is exciting. So those are going to work awesome. Now I just have to figure out how to get this thing to stay magically like that and float there. So we'll mess with it. I'll show you guys what I come up with for an idea, but I'm pretty excited. We can just take everything and heck, I don't have to mark it up. You can just make the shroud, make it whatever size it fits, make it awesome, and then I just have to figure out how to get this thing mounted. Alright, so we went ahead and made a paper template. It's basically going to fold up, look something like that. Maybe we'll put a little gusset underneath, and that'll cradle the radiator from the bottom. I looked around in my scrap pile. As you can see, I got a bunch of sheet steel and junk, and I found some, I want to say it's like 16 gauge material. So we cut it down a similar size, and then we'll fold it up. So I'll make the marks and we'll fold it into, like I said, this little Y looking thing. And then we'll weld the long edge to the cross member or K member on the car, and then it'll sit something like that in the car and cradle the bottom of the radiator, so that'll hold it from the bottom. And we'll have to figure out how to clamp the top. So we'll bend these up. I'll show you guys what they look like before we stick them in there, and then I'll pick a few spots and we'll stitch these in the car, and then we can remove the jack and go from there. Alright, from paper templates to little channels. So this will get welded, and then it supports it from the bottom. So I'll show you guys when we stick them in there. And then this is like 16, maybe 18 gauge. So I made a couple little braces. So we'll just do that. Just throw some welds on it just to give it extra support when it's holding the weight of the rad. And that's it. And then if you're wondering like why I'm not using some burly, you know, I have some plate and stuff over here, but this is literally getting welded to sheet steel that's not much thicker than this. So I don't see this thing coming off. If it does, we have bigger problems than that. So that's it. We'll tack these dudes all in place. So we've got a nice little structure, and then we'll weld that. Well, tack it in the car, make sure everything's good, and then we'll finish weld it if we look good. So, game on. I pulled the radiator out, and then there's a quick look down. So those are standoffs, and then those will hold the bottom in place, and they should hold the weight. And then we just have to keep it from moving back and forth in this way. That'll be it. So let me get it cleaned up and get these fitted, or fitted. Get these fit in there. Yeah, welded in. I'm gonna tack them really good and just triple check, make sure everything's where I want it. And we'll come back and pull it apart and finish weld it again. So let me clean those up, get some good tacks on it, pull all this junk out, then we can set it back in and then look at the top. Alright, back over at the shear and break again. Essentially, it's the same kind of idea. So it folds up like that. Obviously that holds the top of the radiator. This gets pinched in between the radiator and the cross member, K member, whatever you call it. And then we've got a hole in this one, so this one will bolt in. So essentially, when you slide it down, the bolt holds it from doing one of these, and then obviously back and forth. So that's the plan. I've got it bent up here out of steel. I just have to finish the bend. That's all I can do. So we just clamp it in here, smack it a few times so it's almost flat. We throw it against here and bang on it a few times, and then we'll be looking good. And we will go test fit these dogs. Hopefully the holes are in the right spot and I can make holes in the car. And then kind of bolt these in, see if it looks good, if we like it. Undo it, weld the other ones up, rebolt it in, and then the thing is mounted, and then we just have to plumb it. So we will see how far we get today. I think maybe the mounting point is the most critical, because that's what they need so they can make the shroud and all this stuff, make sure everything works. So we'll see how far we can get. We'll do this and then see if we have material for plumbing today. Ta-da! All right, well, we are done for today. I got it bolted down. I got everything welded underneath, and then I just rounded off my little brackets. We'll get some nice little stainless Allen heads or something to mount that in. And then there's play in here, but because I want to put rubber, so I left it a little bit large, and we'll get some rubber so when it clamps down on it, and it gives it a little bit of a standoff too, so it's not really touching, shouldn't be rubbing on anything. Got a little bit of gap. Maybe I can bend the other side out a little bit. That's a nice thing about what we did, but as long as it's not rubbing or touching, it can be close. It just has to be able to wiggle around without getting into anything. So, and then again, we'll make a nice beauty cap, so whether this holds it down, and then maybe we make, you know, the beauty cap that goes over. We'll figure that out later, because that's just kind of whatever, but I want to do that after we get everything with fans and all that in place. And again, we've got crazy room for the fans, so these can just be centered up and put in here, and we've got room galore. And that is it. And then we'll have dual fans. I'll have to find the amperage and stuff and look at the instructions. I've got a pretty big dog. It's a 75 amp, so I'm hoping that we could just re-plug this, or plug, you know, 2 into one side and then just go back to my existing, but we'll see how that works out. So that is it. I'm gonna have them make the shroud, mount the fans up, and then I'm just gonna get rid of all this stuff. It has transmission cooling passages here. We're not gonna use that. And then this bolts in, it's ready to rock and roll. This should just jump from there to there, which is killer. Stays away from the hot side. You know, that's super easy. And then this is the same routing essentially, but it's a little longer because the width is different, but I have extra material. So I'm gonna leave this in here. Maybe I can work on that stuff. This is supposed to go back to Champion like the end of the week, so I should literally be able to finish the plumbing and all this stuff. And then when they hand this back to me, we'll bolt it in. We're gonna be awesome. So that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you again to Champion Cooling Systems. You can go check them out, check out their website. We'll throw that on the screen. If you need a standard application, custom application, you have questions, they have the blog where you can go to, I think it's Champion Cooling Systems. I'll put it on the screen. It was blog.championcoolingsystems.com, I believe. And then they have information on wiring relays, cooling, you know, if you have X amount of horsepower, what size radiator, all that fun stuff. A lot of your basic questions, if you wanted to learn, if you were trying to do something, they should have you covered over there. If not, give them a call. They're great people. I'm glad to have them on board. Thank you once again to Champion Cooling Systems, everybody watching the channel. Like, subscribe, share. We are on the road to Rocky Mountain Race Week. We're getting close, and so is the boom. I'm out.